Howdy do, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Now, it's the 10-year anniversary of the Danganronpa series, so of course we were going to play through this game series eventually anyways. What better way and time and reason than now for that? With that being said, where we left off, Sayaka, something possibly has happened, we don't know. We've rushed back to our room, it's been destroyed. We're just going to jump in and see what exactly has gone down. Yeah, so this looks horrible. I don't think I can just leave, right? Can I just see this and decide I don't want to be here anymore? No, I need to investigate to find out what exactly happened here. Man. Ooh, okay. There are slashes and gouges on the walls and the floor. More importantly, where's Sayaka? We don't know. That's why we're here. There are slashes and gouges on the walls and the floor. More importantly, where's Sayaka? Oh, the same thing? I guess wall and the floor. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I don't have time to think about this dang monitor. Alright. This Danganronpa monitor. Oh, hey, look, a room key. There's a keychain on the ground. It has my name on it. So this must be my room key. I gave it to Sayaka when we traded rooms. It looks like the lint roller has way less sheets than it used to. More importantly, where's Sayaka? We're getting there. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out. I just want to make sure I cover everything. More importantly, where's Sayaka? Why let me click on something if you're just gonna be like this? The toolkit is still inside the drawer and it's still sealed. Uh-huh. Now's the time to stare at some super surveillance camera. It kinda is. We're trying to investigate everything. The bed's been damaged too. Yeah, everything's been damaged. Have I checked everything? Well, everything that'll be... Oh wait, not the sword. Hello, look at the sword. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's been taken out of its sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? We're getting there. I promise. We're getting there. Yeah, okay. The bathroom looks like it's been opened. I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. ... I'd say we found Sayaka. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. Probably. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and burned itself in my brain. And then... everything went black. That's not good at all. To survive Deadly Life, Chapter 1. That's not good. So, unfortunately, it looks like, you know, she's been murdered. A murder has finally been committed. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at the huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before, and when I sat up, I saw someone staring or looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Oh, everyone. It was everyone you'd seen before. Ah, you're awake. Finally, are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your butt up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
I'm so surprised considering what happened. What happened? You mean what yeah, that happened. That. Yeah. Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? No, unfortunately, what you saw, it was real? That's right, it really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shut up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is...
just give up.
She's dead. You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. Dang. No, I have to see for myself. You kinda did. That's how you blacked out. Why? Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? But what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Yeah. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was really gone. Yeah, she's pretty gone. Dang.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Why do you think? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us we had to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remembered the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So...
I'm the one who convinced him to come. Right now we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Or do we? No, probably not. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bears ×1 rule. What rule is that?
But
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
You already know the answer. One of you killed her. Oh, the one who killed her is one of you. Man, so much for my reading comprehension skills. What was high school and middle school for? Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? That's kind of how it works, apparently. Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up by a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone's killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... Naive, you're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You could just kill someone and waltz on out of here? Well, I mean, that's what they're asking clarity for.
Hey.
You're super naive, devilishly naive, hellishly naive. No, 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 the real thing has just begun. Oh, great, the real thing.
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Exactly. That was some foresight information whoever killed them didn't have before. It's like, oh wait, there's more? Heck. Like I just explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
then perhaps.
Are you referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations? I guess it technically was there, huh? Yep. If you are the Blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found by the other students. That's what you're talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So, a certain amount of time after murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Like a Socratic Seminar? No? Yep. Oh, wait, yep. Alright, Socratic Seminar. It will begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone who gathered together, including the Blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
during the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
I mean, that seems pretty straightforward.
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply,
What?
it's execution. Execution?
what?
And by execution, you mean
execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Ooh. So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well,
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add this little rule I described to your handbook. Make sure you keep it in mind. A new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a second.
How are you
You're
talking?
freaking insane, you know that?
What the?
A class trial? What the heck is that? I don't want anything to do with it. I don't know if you have a choice. Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why'd I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered somebody?
What?
Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy. Oh, this is like a rule? And so it's like going against the rule? What? Punishment? I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something?
Shut the hell up!
Shut the heck up. Say whatever you want, I'm not gonna be a part of this.
I
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. I got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with me. Words. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end, is it? If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. Oh, really, huh? As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... Oh,
Are you enjoying yourself now?
steppies.
Are you?
That's-
Violence against
that
Headmaster
was not a
Monokuma
good idea.
is not allowed. You violated a school regulation.
Did they, though? You charged them, and they acted in self-defense. I guess the rule doesn't say that that is okay, but it doesn't say that it's not okay. Big brain. Yeah, it's big brain time.
I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear, Gunyear.
Okay. Oh, no. That's not okay. I kind of like the pink blood stylistically, though, I will say. That's not good, though. That's not good.
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
You stepped on him. I mean, I guess in hindsight, that broke... It broke a rule, but it kind of didn't, but it did, but it didn't, but it did. Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. They'd kind of been wide open the whole time. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now, I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all need to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you just obey those school regulations.
Yeah, man, I guess so. Yo, what if I'm into dying, though? What if I'm into dying and being dead? I'm a millennial. That's what we're all about, is dying and being dead. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, and that's all. She went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you were gonna put her in a prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it...
It's the Monokuma file!
How trite. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts in this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then...
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial now, could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make a proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, we'll meet up in the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. Once again. And he left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. What a horrible experience. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead were a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die. That's not good. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now's the time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we could do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words...
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust, of course, is up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you, anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in heck am I letting someone kill me. Wow. Alright, dang it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating the sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's all it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out for myself. I didn't know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Alright, let's go. Oh. Dang. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check the pulse like they do in the movies and stuff, but She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. And she just became a zombie or something. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? That means... That means everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real. Wow. Heck no. Someone save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me. No.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting... Yeah, exactly. Thanks for coming on board, buddy. Welcome to the party.
Oh.
So, you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Notice what? So I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
Oh, what are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? Oh, no. She died in Makoto's dorm. But she's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Oh, how people are so easily duped. Hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. For one night, I traded rooms with her. We did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. That is the truth. If you don't want to believe it, I can't help your comprehension skills. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? So much for that all not having no faith or complete faith in people thing, huh? Save us.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking about putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, so then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no. We can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the heck not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you're the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you are in the position to destroy all the evidence you want. Screw you!
So then,
Fine, I'll stay on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Oh, well, yeah, yes, they are. Since we won't be able to help with the investigation, putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
so then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin the investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues from to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come up with a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So-
well, do I really have to say any more? Yes.
actually,
I'd rather you didn't. No.
Goodbye.
Everyone, pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo,
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a gun did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking
they better
dead.
not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will screw them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
so,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Just don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. May as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Huh? Why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyways. Dang, okay. Alright, guess I better get going. Wait, don't you go yet? You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did I turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execute execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Zzz, zzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Alright, let's go. I guess we should look at the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizono. The time of death was estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. You have no choice but to push forward if you want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Nice! Monokuma file has been added to your truth bullet sections of your handbook. Alright. No way. I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother of Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Here doesn't seem to be prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Nope, they do not. Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel so sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Yeah, that's fine. I gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touch the wrist to check for pulse. Okay. Yeah, she really is dead. There's anything else to say, she was gone. Dang it, why is this happening? First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. Yeah, I was just saying that. We won't make any progress without further investigation there. Oh, we just teleport? So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse will remain. Alright, teleportation. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. So all the things we looked at earlier, like the lint roller, huh? Look at the lint roller, it looks like it's way less than there than it was before. So I can see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? Well... So this, the replica sword I brought back for self-defense, does it mean it was using the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be too surprised, it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Interesting, alright. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. Oh yeah, it's not even gold anymore. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you touch it a little bit. Nice, replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's a key on the ground, has my name on it, it must be the key to my room. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right, we have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. Sayaka would have had the key in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get in the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Right. Can't, nope. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I mean, like, it's mine, and I haven't had hardly any reason to open it. I couldn't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building freaking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either yet, then?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busting theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were all talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the heck would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth sections bullet of your handbook. Oh wait, where did you come from? Has Kyoko always been there? Yeah, we loaded into the room like this. Mondo is just blocking her completely. She was always there. Hello. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Dang it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would have not been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. I guess we talk to them themselves, right? Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
hey,
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Somewhat comforting.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room in here at the dorms, right? They could have totally tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely
you
possible.
son of a bitch.
That dirty...
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking
So if I ever find out the son of the gun that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
I'll get sorted out when the time comes. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appeared on. Right now, it's just showing the school crest. Alright. What do you got for us? Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name when she was investigating the area, but
What are you doing?
she looks like she's doing squats. I don't know.
Isn't it obvious?
Yeah, exactly. We just said
No, not really.
she's drawing on the ground.
I'm searching.
Oh, well, we were both wrong. Okay.
Searching?
You don't know what searching is? She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
Bro, level with me for a second here. I know this is a wild situation, but do you really think in an investigation she'd just be out there like, I lost a contact? That's... What do you think she's... That's hilarious. That's hilarious to me. I'm sorry. She's like... I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. She's investigating! What... that was way more funny to me than it should have been. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
"Are you a clean freak?" No, I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I don't think I found one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room has been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Doesn't mean it was used in an attack somehow. Plus, the sword has been taken out of its sheath, but... Huh? Some scratches on the sheath must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are the scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to the truth bullet sections of your handbook. Ah. The bathroom. Now on the other side of this door is... No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Ah, sad music? Yes. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Ugh. Oh, geez, her ankles look pretty broken for a second there, too. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now there's no time to think like that. I put up the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. Whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure, but there's something else glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. The only thing that concerns me is that there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless. How come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she had already been killed? It's also very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist must have got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Okay. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood was the numbers 11037. 11,037. Did Sayaka do this? Leave the bathroom. Yep.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That was most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message, as if she had wrote it in it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? Yeah, for real. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11,037. I have no idea what they could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you write something like that in that position, you know what the result would be? The result?
Well...
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Yeah. Dying message has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know about your door? Do you know about the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to your bullets. Okay.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame right, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious that this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. One of the girls' bathrooms have lock on it, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I just have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone else about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched dorms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. That's a smirk? Okay. I get the sense that she was really starting to get into all of this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Bye.
Well, see you later. Okay, bye. As if forgetting I was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Okay, well, that's lovely. Bathroom door has been added. Gotcha. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into wherever the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there's some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Oh. Dang. Okay, Giraffe, what's up?
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you're the culprit? Are you dumb? No, you got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched... Sayaka and Ike? Like Mike and Ike's, but Sayaka flavored. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, You're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? No, I'm pretty sure the one who stabbed her is responsible for her death. That's how death and dying murder works, buddy. After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? No, she probably would have, because they would have just probably broken into her regular room. I don't know. The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then Dang, you just doubt yourself so easily, Makoto. You have
Seems like...
It doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said she was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Mizona doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Huh, this is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms that anyone knowing was totally pointless, but why would anyone do that? Dorm nameplates have been added. Alright. There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash room? This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How'd you get the gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty? No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty? No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. This is stupid. It better be it'd be faster to just go around and ask the others. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. I'm not doing that again. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning. Really?
Listen to
He
me.
probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong.
Actually, no. Okay, then who is? Hifumi was also there when we talked to this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. So he's on cleaning duty then?
Count on it.
Indeed, but we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long. And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you. Hifumi, huh? Alright. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
What is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11,037. Do you have any idea what those numbers mean, right? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head. I'm sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyways for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? Dun dun dun. No, couldn't be. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room? Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it into the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room? The only person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time, so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow graduate, anyone who kills a fellow student anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they're discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty. Why don't we... Dang. Why'd you want to go to cleaning duty gig anyways? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it?
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, you know, poking around at it.
There's no way to
What are you
think
talking about?
this in a common
All my
sense
love
kind
is
of
for
way.
2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to I would never get rid of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PCP figurines. How are you totally not embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duties, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash and disposing it. What?
What?
If you're so as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or saved a village or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? That's kind of why we're here. You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi put out the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning on using the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer tried to destroy evidence, any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if there's anything left behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world. Whatever, just hurry up and keep looking around. Ooh, that looks interesting. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece? Like a hunk of burning love? Anyway, this looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape, it's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, it's definitely blood on the cuff, which means it's all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are also people here with lots of white button-up shirts. This isn't enough itself to bring out who the killer is. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Nice, burnt piece of shirt added. Ooh, what is that? Delicious. There are shards of broken glass. Okay, broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used some kind of... It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that? Do you know what it is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. A Dragon Ball Z reference. Here we go. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see in Big City Street Corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future, just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this in particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should still be in the gym. I better find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball has been added. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to be? Put wherever the trash that can't be burnt? Well, whatever it is, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. But a monocoin! I didn't know we could collect monocoins right now. Now I've been missing out. A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism. Alright, the incinerator itself. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back of the trash room. Alright, nachos. It's the incinerator. It's way in the back of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. It's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before... Okay. Wait, someone turned off the incinerator? That's very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Is it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy? Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if... Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then.
I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since then, I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate. It shouldn't be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Incinerator has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, Incinerator was off, and the glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it mean, Mr. Nayagi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you're the one who did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out of the comic book fantasies. Mr. Nayagi, you seem a little down, huh? Really? If you need a little uplift in your spirits, call on me anytime. I've got all kinds of stuff that might help cheer you up. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Hey, Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the heck?
What the heck?
Oh. I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass, not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So, could you say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Update. Shattered crystal ball has been added to the truth section bullet of your handbook. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? No, not like $1 million yen or $1 million? Because $1 million yen, the way the conversion works is you move the decimal point over twice, I believe. So there's still quite a bit of money. That'd still be like, what, 10,000? But, you know, that's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world, that's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Ooh, hello, Hina. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm taking a break, actually. I've been taking a break since we started. All this is a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. But don't worry. But being in the dining hall helps calm me down. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell you the truth, I was going to do the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Oh, well, let's go to the kitchen. Get some food. The meats. The meats. And the cameras and the knives. The knives? The knives. The knives. All these kind of kitchen knives. What? All these kinds of kitchen knives here being, or big, too small, but it's like one of them is missing. It's missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone else here knows anything about it. Kitchen knife set has been added. Oh. Okay. You know who might know about it? Back to you. Why is one of the knives missing and you were here, huh? Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife that's suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so that wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone that I didn't do it, and I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Let's go. Which proves I didn't take it. Awie's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. No! On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is the classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Nothing here. But a monocoin. Let's go. Let us go. Can't hold it back anymore. One of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now it's on the school crest. I don't even want to think about when he might show up next. Monocoins. Monocoins. Whoever's behind this must be using the cameras to investigate or observe our investigation. To force us into situations like this, what the heck do they want from us? Monocoins, that's what they want. That's the whole spoiler. They all just want to find out all the locations of the monocoins. No, I can't let myself get depressed right now. I need to search for clues. And here is the sewing kit and the organ map. No useful clues. That's it. They don't know where all the monocoins are, and by watching us throughout this whole thing, they'll find them and be rich. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka really got upset over seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? I might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyways. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Well, if that's the case, there's only one place we can go watch it. Man, Daddy Longlegs back there, man. Byakuya, just chill. Chill with the legs. Really has a leg up on the situation. Yep, only place we can watch it. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... Oh, nice. I feel like you got more detail the further closer to the camera you are, and the further back it like loses a little bit of it. An image slowly appeared and looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage in front of the camera was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends she said she had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then, that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and then in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Ooh, that's not good! What the? Sayaka disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was that the figures of the other girls had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Alright. Without warning, the video cut off. What the heck? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was able to get to them? If that's really did what happened, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Is that the end?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
The gym.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Don't like that. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick second to actually eat. I got some food delivered, and I'm gonna eat real quick, and it'll be a jump cut. It'll be like, boom, and then we'll be back. So, ironic, I got something to drink now, and I think we're approaching a section that might just be voice acted, so, you know. I kind of felt good to take a little bit, because it's really hot, too, so take a break. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. Man, ain't that really on point, huh? I bet you were afraid to be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can reveal all the details of Makoto's crimes. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. The one is really one of us? Yep.
Is everyone here? Okay, then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, is that so? Alright, well, you know how I am. I'm a dialogue person. So we gotta talk to all of these guys now.
What?
So whoever stuck us in here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Yep.
Impossible.
Dang, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey,
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. They can talk like a poet, but it's fine.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, in the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her?
Got it!
Relax, I have decided 100% that you're the culprit, or I haven't 100% decided that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Anxiety up the yin yang. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her, very impressive. Well, I can't say I found any evidence about who killed her, but I can find evidence that I didn't. So, well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Well then, the time has come finally. Are you ready? So, the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Miyagi's final curtain call. Let's get started. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to cover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation toward the elevator, which each step forward I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Better than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Obviously, our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Oblivious to our shared anxiety. Oh, whoa. You finally arrived! What? What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total crap.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now. Hurry up. My voice keeps like cracking when I try to do that voice. I shouldn't do voices at all. I shouldn't be voice acting, dang it. We did what he said and found our seats. Our seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease to anyone else, so our Socratic Seminar. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain of our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during bullet time battle. Okay, putting that in. That's really all we got, huh? I guess we're finished with preparations, because the e-handbook is just all the stuff that we know. What's that say at the bottom? Hold on. And what were the Blackened who actually killed? Okay, hold on. Let me let that scroll. Because some people are into that. They really want to know things like dialogue and stuff like that. So I might as well read this too before I finish my drink. Scrolling. Give me the bottom text again. What's this class trial that Monokuma mentioned? Can Makoto sweep away the cloud of suspicion surrounding... Oh, I went really slow suddenly. Surrounding him, even with a dead body laying in his bathroom. It's going so slow, I'm trying to predict it now. Maybe I just wait. And what about the Blackened? Who's actually responsible for Sayaka's death? Question mark. Ah, there we go. Finish preparations. Class trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
No, buddy, that's no.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
Dang, can you just talk for the entire trial, actually? That's some ASMR level stuff right there.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Okay.
Friendship penetrates?
Yeah.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Alright, technically.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after the other without pause. It is up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into your truth cylinder. With the mouse, use the mouse to aim and then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Evidence of a struggle, alright. So I'll let it go through first, you can hear the whole conversation and then act.
Was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Yeah, okay, so that's the whole conversation. I kind of let it go through once and then I'll fire it. Because again, some people are really into hearing all of like the lore-ish conversations and stuff. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in the person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always accurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see one coming up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding the control key. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered
And the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seemed the killer must have taken her by surprise while she didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro.
Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. The knife. Yeah. Again, I'll let it run through first, and then I'll shoot.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some
Unless it's on the last one.
thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Yep.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of without a doubt.
So the killer used some random knife.
Wasn't random.
No, it's wrong.
I think, like, playing it, I think one of the things that could be confusing about that specific part is...
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Like, you're trying to shoot arguments in anyone's statement. It doesn't matter if you think they're the killer or not. Like, it's all just about debating right now. And using debating as a form to get to a conclusion. Kind of like Socratic seminars. But no, so sometimes I wonder if that's ever confused a person, because they're like, I don't think this person's like a bad guy, but you're still supposed to shoot their statement, right? Like...
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Did I?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know dang well I'm not the killer. There's a little bit more to learn about Nonstop's debates. Would you like to hear more? When you concentrate by holding, you can concentrate by holding down the space bar. While you're concentrating, time will slow down and you can pay closer attention to what everyone is saying. On top of that, you'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. The music in Danganronpa slaps.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, and it's been decided. We've reached the end.
No, we have not. Some way to prove I didn't take the knife. The person who was in the dining hall last night should be able to do it.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen...
But where does that... Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
Sorry.
No, it's wrong.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
But does she have a witness for her? Because they could just be like, are you in cahoots with each other? Yeah, we saw this already. That's why I'm not reading it.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
You did.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seemed the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Hopefully.
I can.
Yeah, there we go.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Yeah.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Not necessarily.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
Duh.
You are?
What?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore. Sayaka.
Someone who's not here anymore?
She's
Are
the
you
one who
talking
came
about
to the dining
Sayaka?
hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Yep.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Jeez.
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong.
So
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Dang, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would definitely say. I volunteer to say that all the time. Yeah.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal the important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim and press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck, have fun. Something that would have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is... What? Like what? Hair? Oh, I was right? Because of the lint roller? Okay, well, I need an A. There we go. A little bit harder to aim than I thought.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
Yeah, because the finger and the trace in the room, then you thought it was a contact lens, and so I remembered that. That's right, there wasn't a single hair on the floor. Oh, you said that already.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes.
No. There are other reasons that prove
I was on
why
your
Makoto
side.
couldn't have done it.
I would like
Oh,
to
wait,
hear
yeah.
these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
then
sorry.
they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And
Stabby
how
stab.
did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
the doorknob.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
I do. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. The doorknob. Where is the doorknob? The doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob. The knob of the door.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Man, Hifumi has some massive meat hooks.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
What? Maybe if you're trapped in a car and you gotta get out of it before it explodes or something, yeah, you break the window or something. You don't...
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? I believe so. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in the debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak points you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and you will not only fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Bathroom door frame. I'll just let it go first.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto?
Come on.
Admit it. We already know the answer.
It's not because the door is locked. No, there's a different reason entirely. Yep, I know.
The incident took place in the... Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck. Huh? What are you talking about? My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime is that they didn't know was the crime took place in Sayaka's room, or the crime took place... Wait. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was that the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Ding, 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 ding. As I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
Dang.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
That's a good question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then... maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me?
The Alpha and the
Sounds like
Omega?
someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... Did I do switching rooms?
I got it! Because Sayaka was
Didn't I
already
do that
scared,
from the
remember?
beginning? That's why I
That's
was
why she asked me to
confused.
switch
I
rooms in the
did
first
that
place.
one. I did that one. Roll it back. I did that one. No wonder we're going in circles because that's the first one I picked. Why was it wrong then? Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... Oh, wait, I don't think I know this one. Anyways. That makes more sense then. That's exactly what... Okay.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oh.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
Maybe I misclicked? I don't know, but I went for the keys first, like that.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
And either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Uh-oh. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Oh, really?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yeah.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Dorm nameplate. Alright, what do we got? What do we got?
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Not necessarily. The killer went to my room, says Sayaka's, and the reason for that is, it has to be because of what got switched between my and Sayaka's rooms. Yep, the nameplates, I know.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
That is true.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I already went through it once, I can...
So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
No, not exactly.
Exactly. The room that
No, that's wrong.
I was kind of on autopilot. I was like, oh, we went through it already.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Yeah.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Ding, ding, ding.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person then. It's only two people. The only person that knew we had switched rooms. The killer, me, no, Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Yeah.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
Exactly.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just the two of us in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the room wrong, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What? Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you've switched rooms.
So that they could think it's your room. That's why.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Not a bad question.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken by the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt the golden, whatchamacallit. Yeah.
I got it!
The golden
All
glitter.
you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Mm-hmm.
Is that gold?
Mm-hmm.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword.
Yes.
You barely have to touch
Here we
that
go.
stuff, and it'll stick right to you.
Ah, so it's like a glitter bomb, card, whatever.
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear? I better. You're getting used to these non-stop debates, or are you? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of these bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet, or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Click, click. Bang, bang. Replica sheath? Replica...
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
I don't know if she had a hit.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Interesting.
And that's exactly what happened.
Did they... Because the sheath was covered in gold, we don't really know about the sword, right? Because they only had the sheath, and they already had to wrap it in newspaper. If the first person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. The sheath, yeah, okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
Mm-hmm.
A sword-based sneak attack.
Yeah, the sheath. The sheath had markings on it, too.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See?
Yep.
There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Right.
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Yeah.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Right.
So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes
Her
this clear.
spotless hands. If you wanted to use a sword, which part of your body would you have to touch it? The palms.
I got it! You're
Which
talking
had
about her
nothing on
palms,
them.
right?
Nothing on them.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Right.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
Yeah.
It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime. Oh, the water is off. She's afraid of water. No, but the water is off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
Yeah.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Right, a Rooney.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Oh, okay. It's like a convention goer.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
Wow.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult.
Insult, obviously.
Thank you.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Yep.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have had to been the one without the sword. So it was Sayaka.
God! Sayaka?
Oh no.
She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
It means...
And the one who attacked first was...
Yeah.
Sayaka?
Yeah.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Not to be confused with an assistant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you.
Oh.
That is a possibility, is it not?
It is.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yeah.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying.
Makoto's.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
Yes.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I
You
don't
mean,
know.
like...
I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Here's my counter. He is capable of it. He tried to tell everybody from the start it wasn't him, and they just didn't believe him. Like,
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
right.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Yeah.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Yes, it can.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
I like how most of them have shocked faces.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Then we'll make a clue. Blues Clues. Dying message. I mean, that's still a clue. 11,037?
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Nope.
Die! Die!
Mm-hmm.
If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
That is true. There's still one clue left, I'm sure of it. One clue left, I'm sure of it. Sayaka left it on the wall she was leaning up against. Oh, no, I know what it is.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
Break.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Because the finger that had, like, her palms were clean, but like one of her fingers had blood, and Kyoko was talking about that.
I got it!
I
Her
can't.
left
Okay,
index finger had
I
blood
know.
on it.
I can't explain it.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
That is exactly like what happens to. Oh, you're an engineer. You can figure this out. That's not how engineering works.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course.
Is that a spider on my
they're
wall?
not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Right.
Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Yeah, like a Z.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Dang.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Or does it? Dang it, it's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Rotate it. I think maybe I see something. Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Oh, yes she did. Yes she did.
Past the clue part and right on to who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Yeah, Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. What's up, buddy?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
That goes back to grade school when you'd write like names or like spell out words on a calculator by turning it upside down.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Coincidence? There's like 17 Leons up in this school?
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Mondo, take him out. That's what he said he was gonna do, remember?
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Yeah, that's true.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
Really?
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence? You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
I do.
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, the burnt shirt. It's all coming together. All the stuff we haven't used yet, for one, but all of this down here.
I got it!
Yep. Oh, that's why the keys threw me off so much.
I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Ooh.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right
They're
here.
right there, yes.
I think so.
The burnt remains of the shirt, button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. When it was disposed of, how it was disposed of, and where it was disposed of. I'm guessing the how, right? Because we want to point to the incinerator, but that could be where.
I got it!
I thought they were basically both the same.
How the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
That's why I thought where, but alright.
And
I can accept it though, that's
you
fine.
wouldn't be able to hit
That's
the
fine.
switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Uh-oh. No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being in the one actually on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. Ah, there is. The button was pressed and there were, yeah, the shattered glass ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
I'm not convinced.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Not necessarily.
Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Not.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was...
You.
Me?
I know it wasn't you though. Hang on. There's absolutely a way to use the incinerator without using the trash room key. It goes up to turn the incinerator on by using something I found on the ground nearby.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on.
So the only one, the person in charge.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
Nope.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
Is that so?
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yeah,
Yes,
you could.
You could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was to throw it.
I got it!
Because they're the ultimate
Killer
baseball
simply took aim at the incinerator
star.
switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
About there being someone turned on the incinerator, but it was quite certain the last time it was off when you were there. I forget the fairy part.
Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once
Yep.
they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room.
Yep.
The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait,
Yep.
no, just hold on.
No.
The distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
You wouldn't have much of a challenge at all for the killer because ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the
Oh, yeah.
ultimate baseball
It's all
star.
coming together.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Yeah, Celeste is like, no, it's not that stupid.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me. What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of the events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at the missing sections and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead you to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck, have fun. Alright, how did it all start? So this is our options down here. No, I just wanted to... Yeah, scroll. Alright. We'll start with everything we know for, like, absolute sure as we scroll through here. Okay, you came to there. How do I go page by page? How do I... Oh, okay, there we go. So as soon as I came in, I'm like, what's up? You were hiding with the knife. You went after them, but they dodged. Bum, bum, bum. Ah, maybe they backed into the sword, and that's when they noticed it. And so when they attacked, you blocked it. Alright. And then you went and you broke their wrist. Because you're mean. No, that's cleaning, that's cleaning, that's cleaning, that's that. That's the same thigh right there. Same thigh and sword combo. Okay, so that... Oh, okay. That's how they try and dupe you. Must be that one then. Okay, so then you went, you hid in the bathroom. Oh, they got in already, huh? Okay, so we have to go back to here, because they got in because they broke in. That's right. Then they go in, stabby stab. It sucks. Is that when you wrote the message? Yeah, because now you're dead. All right, so then they got to work cleaning. They found the lint roller. They cleaned the heck out of the room. Then if we go here, we just talked about this. The crystal ball. Yeah. What insane accuracy. Boom. Then they put the shirt piece in there. No, that's not right. They threw the shirt. And then in here, oh, and so that's how the piece burnt off. They didn't like stay in check, huh?
Here's exactly what happened.
Shame, shame.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Yeah.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Deflected.
something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
No,
During the
yeah.
struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Is that a spider?
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Mm-hmm.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area.
You know,
They
except for the
wanted to
scratches
make
and
sure
stuff.
They got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
Yeah.
So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to
Imagine.
throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Yeah.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Makes sense.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Should have balled it up a bit better.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing
A
they
sigh of
missed.
relief because Sayaka? Okay, I see how you... Okay.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator.
Yeah, that's kind of just bad luck.
The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Well, complete.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
I mean, I imagine they do.
Object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
No.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I mean, process of elimination, what have we not used yet? This is your first bullet time battle spots again. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Oh no. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you engage them in a head-to-head battle. We would like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB-BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with the tempo marker and they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse to lock onto opponent's statements. Destroy the statements you've locked onto with the left mouse as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. I feel like this is ouch time. I feel like I'm gonna lose this. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Oh, it's gonna go so bad. This is gonna go so bad. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statements will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. If you do the statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, I feel like this is gonna go bad.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. I apologize in advance, y'all. Rhythm games, huh? So I just...
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop.
Wait,
talking.
okay, hold on.
Shut up. Where's your proof?
Whoa, dude.
You kidding me? Not
Oops,
a chance.
yeah, okay.
Stupid. You lied. Shut up.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna be bad.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
We'll just go one at a time.
Stupid. You lied. Stop talking.
The final strike. The toolkit.
This should prove
Because it didn't go as bad as I thought it did. I thought I had to do like both of them at the same time. No, you can just do one at a time. So you go right click or like left click, left click, left click, lock on, lock on. You can do that individually. I thought that was going to be so much worse. But no, you don't have to do them at the same time.
The killer used to remove that.
Phew.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
Yeah.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid!
Uh-oh.
Stupid!
Uh-oh.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Vote. Down with the murderer. Oh boy. Where's the one that I failed? Really? Well, alright. 79 mono coins. Let's go. We going gambling in the next episode.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You
Darn
all have
skippy.
a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited!
Oh, jinx.
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Leon, 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 Leon. Ba-ba-da. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh?
You did, well, like you didn't know you did it?
Hold on.
Hold on a second, Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a gun. What the heck is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
Oh. It was kill or be killed.
So that's why
I killed her.
none of you are any different.
None of you are any different. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
It's just unlucky. That's all.
Were you? I'm not so sure.
Come on.
You expect me to just accept my death? Yeah, I do. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd be wrong. Because if what we came up with is really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, the video actually had... No. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I couldn't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. And I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said...
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, and that's that. Boy, howdy! The entertainment industry sure must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, I really do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Dang it. Wow, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you're so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Blackened, Leon Kuwata, will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution?
Yep.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her. I mean, did you? You went and got the toolkit.
Yeah, That's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your own toolkit? Thank you, Celeste. After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, exactly. But you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone else, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Swa? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh! Did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakening within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get up to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I prepared a very
Thank you.
special punishment.
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's
punishment
time.
No!
Oh no. The big red button. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Yeah. Fair warning if you're watching, this is about to be an execution after all, so just a heads up. I'll be quiet and I'll speak again when it's over so you know when it's over. How about that? And we're back. Dang, why was Monokuma at the... Okay, whatever. That execution always gets me a little bit, though. In terms of, like, it brings me back to a specific memory in 4th grade, where I was... We had a baseball, it was recess, and I pitched it to one of my friends at the time. I was a bit too close to them, though. And so when they swung the bat and hit the baseball, it blasted me right in my eye, popped where are my glasses? Well, they're over there. Popped the lens of the glasses out. There was like a flash of white when it impacted because it was like near point blank range. Just pow, just boom. Lens went flying out. Glasses went a different direction. It was painful. Now, obviously, I still have my eye though, so it didn't destroy my eye or something like that. But it was painful. That was probably like the first time I'd ever really gotten blasted in the face with a ball of any kind. Wouldn't be the last time though. But yeah, what we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What? What's going on? Everyone has the same voice now. I can't take
it.
Thank you. Do we really have to keep doing this? Just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, screw you. What the heck are you doing all this evil stuff to us anyway? I can't. It's been like 5 hours. I'm having trouble now.
What the heck?
Evil? It could sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey!
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of crap. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your butt into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden there. Just like before. Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. Let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I've said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And he was gone. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. I thought there was going to be more. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was at that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Okay, Rob. It's like Robot Wingman. We're back in 2018. Can I talk to you for a second? No one will get that reference. Who Rafflegator is. She moved in close and whispered into my ear. Oh, ASMR? We can finally get the ASMR? Okay, before we head back, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision, that's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used the last ounce of her energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care about what happened to you, she would never have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill you. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So, instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic. Okay.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have a pretty good intuition. Chapter 1. To survive. The end. Dang. 12. 3 just gone. To be continued. One Piece. You received the Despair Bat present. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button. But I don't know which video will be next. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So until this time, take care and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching.